I'm sure many Trinity fans will have read with sadness during the past week for the death of Mr. Ernest Corskadden. Mr. Corskadden was the honorary auditor for the Trinity Club through the years from 1954 right up to 1978, and indeed from 1971 until 1975 he was president of Trinity, holding the office particularly during the centenary year in 1973. We'd be obliged if supporters would remember Mr. Corskadden, together with former Trinity committeeman Mr. Ted Brown, who died 2 days ago, and we haven't as yet had time to honour his memory as well. So perhaps you join the players, the officials, and the present chairman of Wakefield Trinity, Mr. Robin Walker, as we remember Ted Brown and Mr. Corskadden.
Skippers Keith Rain and Tony Anderson from Halifax spinning up here for the right of ends here at Bellevue for this crucial First Division fixture. Wakefield Trinity and Halifax, both sides desperate for points. Halifax more so than Trinity, of course, entrenched at the foot of Division 1, and Trinity after that heavy defeat at Oldham, a disappointing heavy defeat of 24 points to 8 at the Watersheddings last Sunday, desperately needing to get back on the winning track this afternoon. But at the moment we've got a minute's silence for Mr. Ernest Corskadden, who used to be the president of Wakefield Trinity back in 1973, who died during the week. The team news then is that Wakefield Trinity make 5 changes to the side beaten at Oldham, many of them positional, and Halifax too make a number of changes to the provisional programme lineup. Wakefield Trinity bringing Kevin Harcombe at full back then, Andy Wilson wears 2, James Luluai is 3, Phil Eden is 4, Phil Fox 5, Tracy Lazenby and Mark Conway at half back, Keith Rain, John Thompson, John Glancy, Gary Price, Andy Kelly and Nigel Bell, with the substitutes Paul Fletcher and Paul Malinder. Halifax have Steve Smith at full-back, Mick Taylor, Tony Anderson, Scott Wilson and Colin Atkinson in the 3-quarter line, Bob Grogan, John Lyons in the half-back positions, Roy Dickinson, Seamus McCallum, Dick Fairbank, Jason Ramshaw, Paul Medley and Les Holliday, with Kevin Dick and Brendan Hill, the Halifax substitutes. The referee is Mr. Cross from Hull, and it's Halifax who kick off and Nigel Bell who fields the ball for Trinity here on this Good Friday fixture, a fixture that both sides, as I say, desperately need to win. Mark Conway then brings on John Glancy. Conway again in the action, gets the ball away to his skipper Keith Rain. In fact, glad to have welcomed back Les Holliday after a long absence this season, a key player in their lineup, but offside against the visitors there. And the first penalty of the game goes to the home side. A good crowd here for this Good Friday fixture, round about the 5,000 mark I would suggest, and that's again underlining the tremendous support that both these sides have enjoyed this season. Actually, Halifax fans have travelled home and away, and Wakefield Trinity fans really have stuck behind their team this season. It's John Glancy in possession then, taking the ball up to the Halifax front row, plays the ball to Nigel Bell, he gives the ball short to John Thompson. And Dick Fairbank in the early action for Halifax. Mark Conway, the inside pass to Andy Kelly, not held, picked up for Halifax by Dick Fairbank. And Halifax then, Roy Dickinson coming forward into that tackle from Gary Price. Trinity have done so well at home recently. They beat Leeds, of course, in the last home fixture, and they beat Castleford in the one before that. So they're looking for a trio of home wins this evening. Halifax, well, they beat Salford the other week, but they're certainly down among the dead men at the moment, unless they can do something. Interception there from Phil Eden for Trinity. Away goes Colin Atkinson, the ex-Keighley man, tackles him, but he got the pass away to Andy Wilson. Surely he wasn't in touch, but the linesman gives it. Andy Wilson had something to say about that, and it certainly looked to stay in to me, but the touch judge was right there, and he puts his flag up. Scrum down, obviously. Halifax head and ball. John Lyons, ex-Trinity of course, puts the ball in, it comes out to Halifax. Bob Grogan, pass there to Steve Smith, who's come back in favour since Ross Strudwick left the club, chosen by Alan Hardest, the caretaker coach for Halifax. It's Jason Ramshaw in the second row. Very slight for a second row forward. His father, of course, used to play for Halifax and Trinity. That was, of course, Terry Ramshaw. But it's Roy Dickinson in possession now, playing the ball to McKelly, and it comes to the short side to Les Holiday. He gives the pass to Ramshaw, and Halifax working the blind side well, but still inside their own half here. John Lyons. Wakefield Trinity tackles up quickly, and Lyons good at that, spots the gap, looks for support. McCallion was there, but the tackle, a sound one there from the Wakefield Trinity loose forward Nigel Bell. McCallion with the kick downfield, finds touch. But Trinity quite happy with things the way they've started. Trinity feed with Mark Conway, puts the ball in, it comes out to the Trinity side. He gets the pass away there to Tracy Lazenby. The tackle by Bob Grogan, the Australian. And Gary Price making good yardage there too. Mark Conway gets the pass away that time to Andy Kelly. Good to see Andy back in action actually after his absence with that knee injury. James Luluai gets the pass back to Tracy Lazenby. Good football this by Trinity, and the standoff half has been in excellent form. Gets an inside pass to Mark Conway. Chance on here for Trinity, but Conway tackled by Steve Smith, but good linking between the Wakefield Trinity halfbacks. Putting the pressure on here. 6 more tackles, says Mr. Cross. It touched a Halifax hand. It was John Lyons. As Phil Fox gets the pass away to Gary Price. Nigel Bell with the short pass there to John Glancy, and Glancy drived into that Halifax front row, Dick Fairbank, and McCallion making the tackles, but Glancy to Bell. Now it's Keith Rain inside the Halifax 25. John Thompson at acting halfback. Conway jinks and weaves, and still going forward. Mark Conway through a gap, looking for support. Made the 2 crucial breaks so far, Mark Conway. It's James Luluai now, out to Phil Eden. The high tackle coming in there from the Halifax tackler Tony Anderson. Mark Conway with a kick across the face of the post. It almost hit the upright, but it was fielded by Mick Taylor for Halifax, and he's tackled and driven back to his own try line and over that try line, so Halifax are forced to drop kick out. 5 minutes gone then here at Bellevue. No score. Halifax with a drop kick out. Doesn't get very much on that. It's only gone 20 yards, and Gary Price is there to it. Ahead of Scott Wilson. John Thompson taking the play to Halifax. Here we are underneath the Halifax uprights, looking for the first score of the evening. Gary Price gets the pass back to John Glancy. Good footballist from Trinity, and Glancy goes hard and strong at that Halifax defence. John Lyons forced to make a good tackle, but Glancy quickly and alertly making the tap penalty to himself. And again, 2 yards from the Halifax line. Nigel Bell acting half, gives it to Conway. Conway jinks and weaves, comes back across. Can't get to grips with him, Halifax, in these opening stages, but they have done this time, and they're driving back. John Thompson, Keith Rain. The high one missed there by Steve Smith. A chance for Keith Rain. 6 more tackles, says the referee, Mr. Cross. So a chance here for Trinity to really put the first points on the scoreboard here. Phil Eden out to Gary Price. There's a gap there. Price cuts back inside, but he's cut back into the cover. Well, Wakefield must get something from this pressure, surely. Phil Eden, long pass. Tracy Lazenby comes back into the tacklers. We've got to make this pressure count, Wakefield here. Nigel Bell to Thompson, he drives it in. Halifax defending resolutely here. Mark Conway, the pass there to Glancy, is it? No, he's not got it away, he's lost the ball. And Halifax breathe easily again. Well, Trinity will be disappointed by that. Halifax have felt all season, actually, or certainly during the second half of this season, that they can get 4 points from Trinity and get themselves out of trouble. And obviously, they still feel that. But Trinity have started much the better side this evening. As McCallion gets a pass away to Holiday, and he throws a long one out to Ramshaw, but he can't hold it, and the pass goes to ground. And Halifax with Les Holiday turns and looks for support. Nobody there. Plays the ball to McCallion. Goes back to John Lyons. Feints a kick and then throws a silly pass out, and that's picked up by Phil Eden. Well, Halifax really are at 6s and 7s in these opening stages. And the ball now with Keith Rain. Turns and gets an inside ball back to Nigel Bell. It's all Trinity in these opening 8 minutes, but nothing to show for it at this stage. Mark Conway. Alan Lazenby took his eye off that ball. He was watching McCallion coming at him and lost possession. Giving Halifax the head and feed at this scrum. Lyons then gets possession, comes the short side to his centre, Tony Anderson. Now it's Mick Taylor, the ex-Oldham winger. Plays the ball, it comes out to Les Holiday. Holiday gets Paul Medley into the action. We haven't seen much of Paul Medley in these opening stages. Signing from Leeds, of course, and the man who went on tour last summer is still to find his finest form for Halifax. In fact, he hasn't scored for Halifax yet, which, as I say, is ominous because he's a try-scoring forward. But Conway gets the pass away that time to Lazenby. Lazenby tackled by Dick Fairbank. Nigel Bell, acting halfback, gets the pass away to Gary Price, and Price goes into a 3-man tackle. Obviously, both these sides testing each other out in these opening stages, very much like a cup final for both of these clubs, because the loser is really up against it in the fight to avoid relegation. Nigel Bell to Mark Conway to James Lulloy. He gets a good pass away to Phil Eden, who's been in good form since he got back in the side, but Lulloy can't hold that, and it's lost. And a turnover given by Mr. Cross. Roy Dickinson then to McCallion, gives the ball to Dick Fairbank. Hands off John Thompson, but the tacklers are there for Trinity. McCallion's acting halfback, now it's Holiday. Gets the pass away this time to Paul Medley. Paul Medley trying to hand off Tracy Lazenby, but can't do so. Now it's McCallion. Back inside to Roy Dickinson, he gets a pass away to Bob Grogan. Good football this by Halifax, but they're not making much ground. Again Grogan to Dickinson, inside ball this time to Tony Anderson. He's the fastest man probably in the Halifax back division. Here's Grogan now. Grogan's got support in Scott Wilson. He gets it out to Colin Atkinson, and that's good football by Halifax. Causing problems again for Trinity as Dickinson gets the pass out to Lyons. This is better from Halifax. Les Holiday slips a pass to Bob Grogan. Over the top it goes to Mick Taylor. Mick Taylor's going for the corner. Half stop, but he gets the try, does he? Mr. Cross? No, he gives the fact that he's a yard short, but it's still Halifax. John Lyons, he's held up on the try line, on the 6th tackle. So Wakefield Trinity breathe easily again there as Halifax almost opened the scoring. That was a good run by Mick Taylor, the winger. Trinity having to drive the ball clear of their try line here. John Glancy, he comes forward. Halifax swarming into the tackle here. They're obviously intent on keeping the pressure on here. Mark Conway puts the big kick downfield. It had to come. It's gone right down towards the Halifax fullback Steve Smith. He comes past the halfway line. Good tackle by Lulloy. Plays the ball now to John Lyons. It comes to Mick Taylor. Taylor's having another good run here. Gets the pass away to Scott Wilson. That pass would have been forward if it had gone to John Lyons, but it's picked up by Bell. Now it's Thompson. Out to Price. Lays and be good football this. Eden. Trinity moving the ball well. Now it's Andy Wilson. Wilson's off on one of those jinking runs, but he just can't hold his footing that time. And Colin Atkinson, ex-Keithley, does well and makes the tackle. And Trinity coming forward again with Andy Kelly. Gary Price there gets the pass back to John Glancy. Now it's Lulai. This is better football all round from Trinity. Lulai with support on the outside in Phil Fox, and Phil Fox is going to go for the first try of the evening. Phil Fox has scored. Lulai with a great pass there. And Wakefield Trinity, 13 minutes gone, and they're in the lead here against Halifax. Good try by Phil Fox, and that will relieve the Wakefield Trinity contingent and the coaching staff. Phil Fox, who got back on the try-scoring trail at Oldham last week in defeat, opens the scoring here against Halifax with a well-worked try. And now Mark Conway should add the goal points as well. Well, that try has been threatening for a while. Halifax, with Mick Taylor particularly running strong, almost got the opening score. It took good defence from Trinity to keep them out. But Lulai, expert at getting a pass away to his wingman, and Phil Fox, well, he doesn't need much asking. Give him the chance and he'll go for the try line, and that's just what he did. And a chance, in fact, for Kevin Harker, not Mark Conway, to kick for goal here. Mark Conway, of course, who kicked the goals against Leeds in Harkham's absence. But then, of course, there were no goals at Oldham at all because Harkham didn't play that day. But he should kick this one. Flags are up. Trinity are in the lead at 6 points to 0 in this really crucial battle with Halifax. 6 points to 0 to Trinity. Steve Smith then with a kick-off for Halifax, downfield towards the Wakefield Trinity post, fielded by Lulai. The man who made that try comes forward then, James Lulai, into a tackle, double tackle from Halifax inside his own quarter line. But Trinity with the tails up now, obviously looking for another score which would really put Halifax under pressure. Halifax, of course, Wembley finalists last season, champions in 1985-86, Challenge Cup winners the following season in 1987. They really have come down the roller coaster with a bump, and they could be in Division 2 next season. Mark Conway with the kick downfield towards the touchline. That's a beauty. That's caught Steve Smith out completely, and that's put Wakefield Trinity back on the attack here. Trinity in their third game without the injured hooker Billy Conway, of course, who seems to be ruled out for the season. John Thompson taking over at number 9. Halifax ball. Mick Taylor again comes into the line. He's been a danger in this opening quarter. 16 minutes gone. Lions now to Holiday, on to Jason Ramshaw. And Lulai makes the tackle. John Lyons, there's Holiday. And I think there's an offside against Wakefield Trinity. In fact, it hasn't. It's dissent against Halifax. Somebody said something to the referee, Mr. Cross, and Kevin Harkham indicates he'd like to kick for goal here. Well, he's about 48 yards out, as you can see, but it's well within his capabilities. biggest kickers in rugby league, Kevin Harkham, ex-Rochdale Hornets and Doncaster, of course, Great Britain under-21 international. Footed, he's got the height, he's got the distance, and he's got the 2 points. That's a great kick for Kevin Harkham and for Wakefield Trinity. 8 points to 0 then on 18 minutes. And Halifax must be demoralised already. Eight points to 0 for the home side, and Halifax really up against it. Steve Smith with the kick-off. It's Mark Conway. Jinks into a tackle there. From the Halifax substitute, that's Brendan Hill who's on the field, replacing Jason Ramshaw. Ramshaw, of course, a lightweight forward in every sense of the word, and Brendan Hill exactly the opposite, so he's adding some weight to the Halifax pack. Bell back to Mark Conway, the big kick downfield, left-footed towards the right touchline. Steve Smith forced to turn and chase this ball, bounces awkwardly, finally retrieves it, but he's well inside his own 25. He gets out of there, comes into a tackle from Gary Price and James Luluai. Plays the ball to Mick Taylor. Taylor looks to make yardage from acting half-back. Plays the ball to John Lyons. Lyons is away from acting half-back. Tackled by Keith Rain. This time it's McCallion. Gets the pass away to Holiday. Now it's Roy Dickinson turning and looking for support. No one there. And 3 Wakefield Trinity players knock him to the ground. McCallion now gets the ball away to Grogan. Grogan looks for support on the outside. Tony Anderson's there, the 2 Australians who did such good things in Halifax's cup run last year, working in harmony there. Kick for the line. That's going to catch Andy Wilson out and put Halifax back near the Wakefield Trinity line. 10 yards out. They really could do with a heel against the head. As Brendan Hill moves into the front row, allowing Dick Fairbank to drop back to second row. But it's Trinity feed with Mark Conway. Gets possession. Out it comes to Lazenby. He brings Kevin Harkham into the line. Conway to Gary Price. (8-0) to Trinity. Finest start they could have asked for, really. Trying a goal, and then a penalty goal from Kevin Harkham. And again, Mark Conway sets Halifax back on the heels with another 40-yard touch finder. Must be demoralising for this Halifax side to have to come all this way back. John Lyons feeds the scrum then. It comes out to Halifax. Bob Grogan, short pass to Mick Taylor. They're using him at every opportunity. And the tackler is Lazenby. Comes from Grogan now to Holiday. Good switch pass back to Lyons, on to Grogan. Grogan to Taylor. That's good football by Halifax. He's trying to go on the outside of the Trinity defence, but the cover's there. John Glancy working overtime as usual, and a tackle as well from Gary Price. Well, Mick Taylor didn't even play the ball correctly there, and the referee says that it was a knock-on, so that'll be a scrum down. Mark Conway with the feed again. Penalty to Wakefield Trinity, says Mr. Cross. Halifax querying it, obviously, as you can see. And Tony Anderson's queried it too vehemently, and he's got penalised for that. And if he carries on like this, he could be in the sin bin, asking the referee what he wants. He's joined for his pad, and he's got it. He's got the yellow card out, and Tony Anderson's going to go to the sin bin, and he's going on with it. asked for that, there's no question about it. He went on and on with the argument. He's got 10 minutes in the sin bin for his troubles. And Harkham kicks for touch and puts Halifax right back on their own line here with 12 men. In fact, he's kicked it too deep, it's gone dead. That's a bad mistake actually by Kevin Harkham. Be a drop out here from Bill Holiday on the 25, but that really should have been a position where Trinity would have been attacking. 23 minutes gone here at Bellevue, 8 points to nil. A try from Phil Fox, goal by Kevin Harkham, and a penalty goal by the Trinity fullback as well. And Halifax now reduced to 12 men for 10 minutes with the absence of Tony Anderson. Sent to the sin bin there for arguing with the referee, Mr. Cross. Luluai gets the pass away to Kelly. Kelly switches the play back inside to Bell. Bell makes off one of the tremendous runs of his. Storms through the Halifax defence there. Great run by the Wakefield Trinity loose forward. Gets the pass away to Luluai to Kelly. And Trinity looking for another score here, which would just about finish Halifax, I think, because they look demoralised already. Gary Price makes a half break there into the Halifax quarter line, tackled by McCallion. Conway thinks about the drop kick, puts the high one up instead. And Halifax fatally let that ball bounce and almost allowed Phil Fox to get there and get the touch. But they had to knock the ball dead. But they really are under pressure here, Halifax. The drop kick to Mark Conway. Comes across field again. Seems to bemuse the Halifax defence every time he gets that ball. John Thompson, acting halfback, goes forward into a three-man tackle. Bell to Rain, gets the pass away to Gary Price. Gary Price half stopped that time by Seamus McCallion. Rain, short pass to Kelly. Kelly turns, tries to get the pass away to Lazenby. Mark Conway gets one out there to Lazenby. Now it's Harkham coming back inside. John Thompson receiving treatment there from the physio as Mark Conway grubber kicks it, ricochets off a Halifax defender, and then it's fielded by Scott Wilson, who plays the ball to Holiday. Now it's Roy Dickinson, comes hard and strong into the tackle out of Tracy Lazenby. Plays the ball this time to McCallion. Short side it comes to Brendan Hill. That's Brad Van Lees, but he's run straight into touch there, Brendan Hill. Conway then with the feed at this scrum. He gets possession for Wakefield. Lazenby working a move that time with Harkham, and Lazenby's off on a run. Good break by the standoff half. They've worked that one to perfection in recent weeks, Trinity. And now it's Luluai. Gets one out there to Andy Wilson. Over the top it goes to Bell. It's a good football from Trinity, good pressure on the Halifax line. Mark Conway, to Phil Eden. Plays the ball to Mark Conway again. It comes to Price. Now it's a loose pass. Harkham goes for it, dives for it and just beats John Lyons. Harkham to Luluai. Acting halfback. Mark Conway with a high kick this time, testing the Halifax defence. Steve Smith underneath it, he's lost it. And a penalty to Halifax there, infringing. Still 8-0, Halifax still down to the 12 men. And 27 minutes gone. Certainly seems to be a lack of urgency about Halifax, really, to say they're in the position they're in Division 1 and in this game, 8-0, don't seem to be too eager to take the ball and get on with it. Dickinson that time, tackled by his former Leeds colleague Keith Rain. Callian now to Brendan Hill. Holiday with a short pass that time to Dick Fairbank. Callian again to Lyons. Comes out to Grogan. Grogan gets a good pass away to Medley, but he's put the ball down. And Trinity retrieve it. John Thompson. John Glancy. Conway this time to Gary Price. Just trying to get a pass away to Andy Kelly there. Well, another decision against Halifax for offside. They haven't learned. And possibly a chance here for Kevin Harkham to extend the lead with a kick goal. It's already kicked 2 from 2. Kevin Harkham back in the side after a 3-match absence, missed the games against Leeds and the one at Oldham. But he's kicked 2 goals this evening. Can he make it 3 and extend the lead? Here he comes. This time he's off target. The first one is missed. So the scoreline remains 8-0. But Halifax have the drop kick out here on their own 25. Les Holiday, left-footed, down towards the Trinity 25, fielded by James Luluai. He comes forward in strong run there into the tackle of Paul Medley. Plays the ball this time to Nigel Bell. He looks for good groundage from acting half-back. 10 minutes to half-time. John Glancy takes the ball up and then gets upended for his troubles by Brendan Hill, is it? Yeah. Luluai to Conway. This time it's Keith Rain. Good support play by Trinity. Gary Price coming onto the ball well. John Thompson acting half-back to Mark Conway. It comes to Luluai. Beats his man well. Beats another one. Still going. Gets an inside pass to Andy Kelly. This is better from Trinity, but Kelly's lost the ball. Picked up by Nigel Bell, but he lost it with a knock-on. Good chance wasted again there, possibly, for Trinity. Got the heel against the head here, and Mark Conway's gone the blind side. Mark Conway's gone all the way. That's a try for Wakefield Trinity. Totally unexpected, that one. They won the scrum against the head. Mark Conway used the blind side, and his pace really left the Halifax defence for dead. Tremendous try for Mark Conway, that one. And that's extended the lead to 12-0, and that's absolutely vital at this stage of the game. Mark Conway has been in outstanding form in recent weeks. And that's just the tonic Trinity wanted just before half-time. Really puts Halifax up against it. Still down to 12 men, of course, with the loss of Tony Anderson. Mark Conway will be delighted with that. So will the Trinity contingent in this crowd. Mark, of course, who scored tries in the last 2 matches against Oldham and Leeds. That's his 3rd successive try-scoring game. Club's leading try scorer last season with 20. Kevin Harkham then has the chance to extend the margin here with this difficult kick from the touchline. Cheer from the crowd, but it's gone wide, so the kick is missed, and Trinity lead by just 12 points to 0 here. against Halifax with half-time approaching. We've been playing 32 minutes. Two tries to nil. And we've got John Lyons about to kick off, is he, or is it Steve Smith? It's Smith. Lyons holding the ball for him. In these blustery conditions, it's fielded for Trinity again by Nigel Bell. Phil Fox to Glancy. Glancy comes forward into a tackle there from Roy Dickinson. That last try really must have been a signal for Halifax there to concede that. But they've got possession here. John Lyons to Holiday, flings a long pass out. Andy Wilson retrieves it though, just beats the opposite player to that ball. Bit of trouble there between Lyons and Eden. Taking the playing dislike to one another. Mr. Cross has spotted that. Possibly a bit of frustration creeping in here from Halifax, who obviously stare Division 2 in the face now. And the penalty goes to the home side. Lyons really trying to punch at Phil Eden. But Kevin Harcombe now will kick for touch. John Glancy. Malcolm with a kick downfield again, left-footed. Oh, it's bounced away from Nick Taylor, that one, and he's taken it finally, but he's met by 3 defenders. That's the spirit of Wakefield Trinity now. Everybody chases the kick. 6 minutes to half-time. Halifax desperate for a score. Colin Atkinson comes in from the left wing to try and get into the action. He's done well in a couple of trial games from Keighley. John Lyons now in possession. He's running up a cul-de-sac there, but he gets the pass away this time to Tony Anderson, the man who's back on the field from the sin bin, and he makes a good run, but he's tackled that time by Harcombe. That's possibly the best move of the match from Halifax. Anderson obviously feels he owes his side something. They conceded that second try while he was off the field. And Halifax get one against the head there. The ball ricocheting off a Trinity defender, and Bob Grogan with the half break here gets the pass away to Wilson. Another pass out to Atkinson. That's good football by Halifax. Looking for a score before half time, trying to reduce this deficit. Bob Grogan now to Holiday. Holiday gets a pass away, this time to Medley. Medley keeps it alive, back to Holiday. Holiday shrugs off an attack, a defender, and looks for support again. Trinity have got to hold out here, 12-0 the lead. Grogan, long pass this time to Anderson. He's got Steve Smith outside him, and Steve Smith will go in for the try for Halifax. Will have threatened that one. And they've got it. That's just what they wanted on half-time. Tony Anderson, I might tell you, is still having words with the referee. He's just spent 10 minutes in the sin bin for that. But it seemed a bit more amicable there. 35 minutes gone then, and Steve Smith brings Halifax back into this contest with a try. Wide out on the left. 12 points to 4, and he has the opportunity to further reduce that deficit with this kick at goal. Trinity will be disappointed to concede that try just with half-time approaching. The 12-0 lead would have been very, very satisfying. It could be 12-6 if Steve Smith can add this goal. Steve Smith has got the height on that one, but he's misdirected it, so the kick goes wide. 2 points go begging. And the scoreline remains Wakefield Trinity 12, Halifax 4. 3 minutes to half-time plus injury time. Can Trinity hold on to that advantage of 8 points? Or will this revitalise Halifax? We shall see. Kick off downfield and towards the Halifax touch. Oh, and that's a bad error there, Holiday. And it's going to be a try, in fact. Nigel Bell has scored a try, hit back straight away for Trinity. What a blunder that was for Halifax. Les Holiday, I think it was, who caught the ball. He threw the pass inside to Mick Taylor. He took his eye off the ball, lost it, didn't try to pick it up again. Nigel Bell picked it up and had the easiest trial score all season. And Trinity back in the lead at 16-4. Well, Halifax, that must be the final straw. Just as they got back into the contest, they've thrown the advantage away again. Try for Nigel Bell there. 16-4, and a chance for Harkham to increase that lead. But what were Halifax thinking of there? They'd done the hard bit to come back. Pulled that one wide, Kevin Harkham. The goal chance not taken, but the half-time score looks like being 16-4 to Trinity now. And that's better than we could have hoped for a minute ago. That was certainly a gift try from Halifax, if ever I saw one. And really, that must be the final straw for Halifax coach Alan Hardisty is the kick-off this time. What can they do now? Oh, Trinity is trying to possibly help them with an error or two of their own. James Lulai taking his eye off the ball that time and conceding possession. Can Halifax strike back immediately? We shall see. Lyons feeds the scrum. Comes out to Holiday. Holiday gets the pass away to Anderson. Good tackle that time by James Lulai, but the pass has gone to ground. It's kicked into touch. Chapter of errors there in this last minute we've seen. Almost on half-time here. Halifax feed again at this scrum, John Lyons. Les Holiday picks the ball up, goes the blind side. Good covering though by Wakefield Trinity there. And Holiday plunges for the line. The referee says no, it's a penalty to Wakefield Trinity for a double movement or for playing the ball when there was a marker. The hooter is sounding. Trinity will kick for touch. Paul Medley querying the decision now. Trinity find touch. Next tackle and it'll be half time. It really is farcical at the moment out there. Referee. An attack penalty, Lulai into the tackle. There goes the whistle for half time. Trinity leading by 16 points to 4. Tries from Phil Fox, Mark Conway and Nigel Bell. 2 goals from Kevin Harkham against a try from Steve Smith. But it really has been a comedy of errors from Halifax in that last few minutes. Trinity 16, Halifax 4. Teams out then for the second half here at Bellevue. Wakefield Trinity with that 16 points to 4 lead. And just a question of holding on to that lead possibly to take a vital step towards First Division survival here. Mark Conway with the kick-off. And away we go for the second half. Possibly the most vital 40 minutes of the season for Trinity. Certainly with a 16-4 advantage, they should be good enough to hold on to that lead. Colin Atkinson in possession for Halifax. Plays the ball to McCallion. The ball comes from McCallion to Dick Fairbank. And McCallion again acting half. This time it's Les Holiday. Charging forward into that tackle from Nigel Bell. The try scorer just before half-time for Trinity. Plays the ball to McCallion. Now it's John Lyons with the kick downfield. Charged down. Picked up by Gary Price. Price with men outside him. Phil Eden there. Well tackled though from behind. by Atkinson. But it's Trinity still on the attack with Gary Price. Now it's Lazenby. Lazenby goes back inside there towards John Lyons. Strong running foot. Standoff is Lazenby. I almost said forward because he used to play loose forward. Now it's Phil Eden taking an inside pass and a try for Wakefield Trinity. Within a minute of the restart, they've virtually put the game beyond Halifax with a try immediately on the resumption. Phil Eden gets the try, and Wakefield Trinity shoot into a 20 points to 4 lead, and that should just about finish Halifax, I would think. Well, Wakefield Trinity had to win this one, and they're certainly doing that in style this evening. 20 points to 4 now the scoreline. And Kevin Harkin with a chance to further increase that lead. We've only been playing less than, well, just over a minute in the second half, and Kevin Harkham has this chance now to add the goal points to that try, the 4th try of the game for Trinity. Bit of a roar from the crowd. It struck the upright, as you can see, and so the points go begging. Wakefield Trinity 20, Halifax 4. That's just the restart that Trinity wanted. David Topless will be delighted by that start. Halifax obviously demoralised further. So it's Steve Smith again with the kick-off for Halifax. Ball fielded by Nigel Bell. Bell comes charging forward into that tackle there from Grogan. Andy Wilson. Gets a pass away to Mark Conway. Lazenby comes inside that tackle from Roy Dickinson. Still going forward, Tracy Lazenby. A high tackle coming in over the top from Brendan Hill, but he just shrugs that off, laughs at him. Play on, says the referee. John Glancy going forward. Takes a tremendous amount of stopping. He certainly unsettled this Halifax front three as Conway chip kicks over the top of the Halifax defence. Chance here for Trinity again. Kevin Harkham takes the bounce. Still going forward, Kevin Harkham. That was good football by Trinity. 5th tackle though, there'll be a kick on this one. Bell to Conway, puts the grubber in. Touch the Halifax man and come back to Conway. Play on, says the referee. There's another try here for Phil Eden. 2 tries in 3 minutes. Has totally destroyed Halifax now. That's 24 points to 4 for Trinity. Phil Eden with 2 tries in 3 minutes. In the opening 3 minutes of this second half. And Trinity on here for possibly the biggest score of the season, but certainly they've got what seems sure to be 2 points, 2 vital points at that against Halifax. 24-4, Kevin Harkham should make it 26. And this the first of 2 end of season meetings with Halifax. Still to go to Thrum Hall yet, Wakefield Trinity, but this was the one they really had to win. Doing that in some style now. Blustery conditions, as you can see. The ball won't stand up for Kevin Harkham. He might have to get assistance from one of his colleagues. That's his 3rd goal of the evening then. 26 points to Trinity, 4 to Halifax. And the contest as good as over. Andy Wilson in possession then from the kick-off. There's the ball to Bell. From Bell to John Glancy. Again, going through the first tackler, Paul Medley. Bell to Mark Conway. Holds the ball, gives it to Eden. Looking for one of the quickest hat-tricks possibly in history if he gets another one now. Scored 2 tries in 3 minutes in the opening 5 minutes of this second half as Bell comes forward now for Wakefield Trinity, losing possession that time. Halifax, I think that's the first time they've touched the ball this second half. Mick Taylor plays the ball to Lyons, comes from Dickinson to Fairbank. But Halifax need a miracle now. Kelly acting halfback, gets the ball away to Bob Grogan. Grogan fires the pass to winger Mick Taylor, comes inside Phil Fox, but the cover's there for Trinity. Every man working for everybody else. Tremendous team effort this one, as Dickinson comes forward for Halifax. They look a very weary side, Halifax now. John Lyons working a run around there with Holiday, gets the pass away to Dickinson. 5th tackle, says Mr. Cross. There'll be a kick on this one possibly. Bob Grogan fires the pass to Anderson. Anderson's going to run it. Fires the pass, but it goes into touch. And I think he's going to give the turnover because it was on the 5th tackle. Or will he give the scrum? An injury. Phil Fox down injured. Further injury to Keith Rain. And Trinity have got Paul Mallender on the bench. He's a prop forward. He could take over quite easily for Keith Rain, and that's exactly what's happening. Paul Mallender is going to replace Keith Rain. And Trinity do get the turnover at this point in time instead of the scrum. Paul Mallender on the field, as you can see. Keith Rain having to limp off, captain. So John Thompson plays the ball to Nigel Bell, comes from acting halfback to the 25. Plays the ball, Matt Conway to Mallender's first touch of the ball into a tackle there from Paul Medley. Matt Conway this time gets the pass away to Thompson. Trinity, well, they might be content with what they have, 26-4. They might just be content to hold that lead, or they may go for a bigger score. Let's see. Tracy Lazenby looks to be going for the score. Makes a great break there, supporting Luluai. Andy Kelly's there as well. This is excellent football from Trinity. The pass, the final pass, going astray. That was good link play by Lazenby, Luluai, and Andy Kelly. Scott Wilson tries to bring the ball clear for Halifax. Tackle that time, plays it to McCallie, and now it's Dickinson switching the play, gets the ball to Les Holiday. But Trinity's defence too good for Halifax in these opening stages of the second half. 8 minutes gone, 9 minutes gone in this second half. 26 points to Wakefield Trinity, 4 to Halifax. And Steve Smith with the kick downfield, finding touch, putting the pressure away from the Halifax line, but really they need some inspiration from someone. And I don't think we've got anybody in the side who can give them that inspiration they need at this stage. It really is hard to believe that less than a year ago Halifax were preparing for Wembley, for a Wembley final against Wigan. And now they really are looking certainties for Division 2. Referee having a word with the touch judge just to find out whose feed it is at this scrum. Penalty to Halifax. And a bit of a trouble on here. Someone's took a dislike to someone, and there's problems in that scrum. Andy Kelly involved. And the referee, Mr. Cross, calling in his touch judge. Roy Dickinson, I think, as well, involved. Kelly and Dickinson having words with the referee here. And I think the penalty is going to go to Halifax. It is. David Topless up out of the dugout, telling his players that the game is within their grasp. All they have to do is hold on to the lead. He's having a word actually with Mark Conway, who's taken a bit of a gash, I think. Facial injury. Look at Halifax here though, they've got the tap penalty. They just look as though they've no set moves at all. Mark Conway's going to the dressing sheds. We shall see whether he's going to have stitches or whether he'll come back. As Roy Dickinson has possession, he plays it to McCallion. McCallion gives the ball to Dick Fairbank, and Halifax trailing 26-4, trying everything they know how to get back in this game. Paul Medley switching the play to Les Holiday. Now it's Brendan Hill. Paul Malinder with a tackle on Hill. Hill's still going forward, and then losing possession, then throwing a punch at Kevin Harkham. Well, that's sheer indiscipline and just indicative of the frustration that Halifax must be feeling now, conceding those 2 tries in 3 minutes to Phileden on this restart. Paul Malinder in possession for the home side. Nigel Bell. John Thompson acting half-back. Gives the ball back to Kevin Harkham. He'll put the kick downfield. A short one, actually, it's a grubber. And it's fell cunningly for Brendan Hill. Halifax then looking to reduce this deficit. With Les Holiday in possession. Yes, and I think the referee saw that. John Thompson, I think, with a off-the-ball tackle on Paul Medley. Gets a warning from the referee. Wakefield Trinity have had to substitute Mark Conway. He went to the dressing rooms, but he's staying off the field now, and Andy Fletcher's on the field. And there'll probably be a rejigging of the Wakefield Trinity back division. Possibly Fletcher will go on the wing, Wilson will come into the centre. Roy Dickinson gets the pass away to McCallion. Good defence this from Wakefield Trinity. John Lyons in possession for the visiting side. Dick Fairbank. And McCallion plunges for the line, but the touch judge is on for something. Something getting a bit naughty out there. Paul Malinder and Roy Dickinson having words, I can see there, and the touch judge having words with the referee now. Dick Fairbank involved. To Wakefield Trinity. Harkham against this fierce wind, plays kicking the ball into touch. Nigel Bell plays the ball short to Paul Malinder. Malinder comes into a 2-man tackle. 26 points to 4, Wakefield Trinity in the lead. 14 minutes gone in the second half. Well on the way to 2 precious league points here. John Glancy in possession. Rare kick there from James Lulai downfield, forcing Halifax back. Mick Taylor's there. Taylor was ghastly area just before half-time, cost Halifax so dearly. Just when they were back in it at 12-4, that set them back on the heels. They went in 16-4 down, and then 2 Phileden tries in 3 minutes on the resumption have shot Wakefield Trinity into a 26-4 lead, and Halifax now with a real uphill battle. not only in this contest but to stay in Division 1. McCallion, acting half-back, gets the pass away to Holiday. The Halifax handler is just not good enough to breach this Wakefield Trinity defence. Thompson plays the ball to Bell, and from Bell to Price. Kelly's took his eye off it and lost it. Grogan now, and Halifax again losing possession on the first tackle with Tony Anderson, the captain. That's bad play. It's Lulai now giving the ball to Paul Malinder. He takes it up into a tackle from Fairbank and Hill. Lulai again, short pass to John Thompson. It's Trinity front three, never stop working. Offside against Halifax again. Tracy Lazenby thought about the quick tap penalty, but sensibly stopped short and decides to kick for touch with Kevin Harkin. Nigel Bell taps the ball to Paul Malinder. Nigel Bell this time gives it to Malinder. It's Lulai. Back it comes to Lazenby. Lazenby goes back inside. Tips the ball beautifully there to Nigel Bell. Lulai again to John Thompson. Back to Lulai. Lulai with a grubber kick through, and he gets the ball as well on the fifth tackle. This is a much better performance from Wakefield Trinity to the horror show at Watershed last week, as Lazenby has possession now, goes into a two-man tackle on the sixth tackle. Trinity opting to run the ball. They can afford to do that now with that cushion of that 22 points leeway. McCallion in possession, giving the ball to Dickinson. And that's John Lyons with the kick downfield. Fielded by Kevin Harkin, and deflectors with him. Doesn't use him, runs it himself, and is tackled away by Tony Anderson. Just inside his own 25-yard line. Plays it to Fletcher. Fletcher stumbling. James Lulai, a long pass there to Lazenby. Lazenby with the kick downfield again towards Steve Smith. Going to take that ball. And a good run by Steve Smith. Tackler is Nigel Bell. Halifax are likely to make a double substitution here. Bringing Jason Ramshaw back onto the field. I think they're going to take McCallion off.
Halifax, Kevin Dick replacing Seamus McCallion.
And also Kevin Dick is on the field. Former Leeds and Hull man, and he's replaced loose forward Les Holiday. So Halifax, the last throw of the dice possibly here. Been playing exactly an hour. And it's 26 points to 4 to Wakefield Trinity. Seems to be a shortage of balls around this ground this evening. Lions playing the ball this time to Roy Dickinson. John Lyons, this time it's Dick Fairbank going forward. Now it's Kevin Dick. It's very intricate stuff from Halifax, but it doesn't do much towards getting them points back on the scoreboard, because it really seems to be baffling them what they're doing. They're doing that many switch moves. Half the players seem to be bemused by it all, and it's really a long way from the basic football methods that Chris Anderson brought to them in their successful 3 or 4 year period in Division 1. Now it's Gary Price for Trinity, making a great break here, gets the pass away to Lazenby. Lazenby going to be collared from behind by Mick Taylor, but he stays in from the touchline, and then 3 or 4 Halifax defenders come in and make the tackle on the Trinity standoff. Penalty to Trinity, yeah. They tackled Bell and then pulled the ball from his grasp, 4 of them, and the penalty goes to the home side. And Kevin Harkham again decides to kick the ball into touch. Well, he changes his mind finally. The ball wouldn't stand for him, so he kicks it in out of his hand, and now it's Nigel Bell playing the ball to Paul Malinder. Malinder goes into another hefty tackle from Halifax. The game's died a bit really after that blistering start to the second half from Trinity, because they're quite content now with this lead. I can understand that, whereas Halifax, they've just lost all hope of winning this contest, and it seems to have affected both teams. Luluai. Bell to Lazenby, the kick towards the corner flag, finding touch. Penalty against Trinity this time for not packing down. Lazenby has moved into the pack, and Nigel Bell's come out. John Lyons with the kick for touch. Brendan Hill then for Halifax. It's very dull when Halifax have the ball. Kevin Dick now with a kick for touch downfield towards Kevin Harkham, who's knocked that one on. Must be a scrum down. No, said the referee, it's gone behind. Well, I think it went slightly forward, but the referee allowing play to go on. Plays it now to Nigel Bell. And Bell comes forward into a tackle there from Dick Fairbank. Luluai to John Thompson. Still going forward, the Wakefield Trinity beneficiary. Tremendous servant to the club, John Thompson. Done a great job for the club this season. Nigel Bell now from acting half. Makes a good break. What superb football that was from Nigel Bell. Showed the ball, the dummy, and then created the gap from nothing. And Price now in possession to Luluai. Out it comes to Andy Kelly. Kelly off on a barnstorming run. Half stopped there by Brendan Hill and Kevin Dick, the 2 substitutes for Halifax. And Luluai lobs the ball back to Tracy Lazenby. Chip over the top. Going towards the touchline, well fielded that time by Colin Atkinson. He's well tackled by Eden. Dickinson coming forward for Halifax. Game as ever. He's in a beaten cause, I think, tonight. Halifax with a kick downfield. Well fielded that time by Kevin Harkham on the full. He sidesteps into that tackle there from Jason Ramshaw. Paul Malinder in possession. Now it's Gary Price. And John Glancy always runs with purpose. Took a hefty crack there, but he always keeps going. What a tremendous signing he's been. Lazenby with the kick downfield. Towards the left winger Colin Atkinson, who's off on a good run here. Colin Atkinson, the ex-Keighley man. Good break by the winger, but he's lost possession. He's going to touch actually before he did so, but it was a good run by the winger. Looks a likely prospect actually from Division 2. And Keighley have a bit of a reputation for producing good backs. Ian Bragger's doing well, of course, for Salford. He came from Keighley. Colin Atkinson looks to be one out of the same mould. Roy Dickinson for Halifax then. They've never really looked like breaching this Wakefield Trinity defence a second time. Their only try came on 35 minutes with Steve Smith taking that long pass and scoring wide out. But apart from that, they've never really looked like breaking this Trinity defence. Brendan Hill comes forward now. It's been 1- and 2-man rushes, played a lot of fancy football. Not really got very far with it as John Lyons gets the pass away to Grogan. He stops and comes back inside. About 10 yards from the Trinity line, possession lost, and it's picked up for Wakefield by Paul Malinder. He plays the ball to Johnny Thompson. He takes the ball up straight and hard. 2 tries to Phil Eden, 1 to Nigel Bell, 1 to Mark Conway and 1 to Phil Fox. 3 goals from Kevin Harkham against that Steve Smith try for Halifax. 26 points to 4, Trinity leading. 28 minutes gone in this second half. And it certainly seems as though Wakefield Trinity have won this crucial battle tonight. John Thompson coming forward, as he has done all evening, and gets a good pass away to Bell. Wants to play the ball, and Ramshaw won't let him. Does so now. Comes from Luloi back towards Kevin Harkham. Kick downfield, charge down, and Bob Grogan gets possession back for Halifax. Now then, what can Halifax throw at Trinity's defence? Dick to Lyons. Out it comes to Tony Anderson. Gets a good pass away that time to Mick Taylor. Anderson again acting half, gives the ball to Johnny Lyons. Back to Mick Taylor. Taylor goes forward into a tackle from Andy Wilson. John Lyons again, chip kick over the top of the defence. Gary Price is back for Wakefield Trinity to get that ball. And it's Paul Malinder now from acting half-back. Strong he comes. Andy Wilson to half-back to James Luloi, the kick downfield. Seen Luloi kicking quite a lot this evening, and that's a good one. Colin Atkinson does well though, took the ball well there. Penalty, I think, for offside. Didn't give him the 5 metres to run with the ball, and he got the penalty. 10 minutes remaining then for Halifax to do something about this deficit of 26 points to 4. Jason Ramshaw with a tap penalty. Mr. Cross wants Trinity back the full 10 yards before he allows him to take it. Or was it 2 footballers on the field? Oh, and there you see Dick Fairbank taking his eye off the ball, losing possession. It's an absolute comedy of errors from Halifax, this. They must be absolutely demoralised by this performance as Lazenby takes the pass from Luluai, gets Andy Wilson into his stride. A basketball pass from Wilson to Lazenby. He was tackled by Tony Anderson. James Luluai now to Wilson. Wilson makes a good charge at the Halifax defence. And then has the ball stolen from his grasp by Dick Fairbank. Now it's Brendan Hill for Halifax. Lions working the short side with Kevin Dick, and Dick doing an inside pass there to Scott Wilson. Well, Kevin Dick's been out of the action for a long time. He's been in dispute with Hull all season. I think it certainly shows there that he's doesn't look fully fit at all. Paul Medley gets possession back for Halifax. He's been a very anonymous figure this evening, Paul Medley. Steve Smith chipping over the top of the defence there. Harkham's there for it. Does well to fall on an awkwardly bouncing ball. And John Thompson, if he goes from acting half-back. Well, Brendan Hill again being involved. And the penalty goes to Halifax. Well, that bemuses me completely. Brendan Hill took a complete swing at John Thompson, gets the penalty, so the referee must have seen something I didn't there. And Halifax again with possession then. Can they do anything with it? That's the question, as Dickinson gives an inside pass to Jason Ramshaw. Ramshaw running strongly. Dick acting half-back with John Lyons working the move back to Kevin Dick. On to Roy Dickinson. They don't know where they're going, Halifax. Just look at this. No answer to this Wakefield defence at all. 7 minutes remaining. Dickinson to Fairbank. And Fairbank goes again, plays the ball to himself. Kevin Dick's gone to acting halfback. Throws a pass out there to Colin Atkinson. There's the 6th tackle. Turnover. There's the scoreboard, 26 points to 4. Not much time for Halifax to do anything about it. They really have been a well-beaten side this evening. James Luluai acting half-back. Nigel Bell, score of that crucial gift 38th minute try for Wakefield Trinity. Luluai kicking downfield again. Seems to have taken the kicking duties since Mark Conway went off the field. Now it's Colin Atkinson for Halifax. Ramshaw to Lyons. Out it comes to Bob Grogan. Fires a long pass to Tony Anderson. Can't hold it, but it's picked up this time by Scott Wilson. Scrum down. Nigel Bell, of course, who switched to scrum half in the absence of Mark Conway. Bell takes possession, goes through that tackle from Dick and Lyons. Very strong customers, John Lyons, of course, very hard to bring down. Luluai, out it comes to Gary Price, on to Tracy Lazenby. Lazenby straightens up, goes hard and strong at the Halifax defence, sets up A good position here for Trinity. Paul Malinder acting half-back. Ball comes back to Luluai. Out to Gary Price. 5 minutes remaining. Luluai again. Inside ball to Paul Malinder. Paul Malinder goes hard and strong, looking for support. Nigel Bell. Back to Kevin Harkham with the drop kick. And there it is. Kevin Harkham lands the drop goal. Adding insult to injury there for Halifax. There is 6 minutes gone. Sorry, 76 minutes gone. 36 minutes of the second half. And Kevin Harkham's drop goal gives Trinity a 27 points to 4 lead. I don't think too many people envisaged this before this game kicked off, because it was expected to be a real dogfight this evening for two sides who've struggled for much of the season. But Trinity have proved that they're really far too good to be embroiled in a relegation battle. Andy Fletcher comes from the deep, from the wing, into a tackle there from John Lyons, a former colleague of his, of course, here at Bellevue. John Thompson gets the pass away to Malinder. And again, another good break from John Glancy. What a powerhouse game he's had this evening. He gets the pass away to Wilson, just taken from behind there by Anderson. Thompson now acting half-back to Luluai. This is better again from Trinity. Price with the long pass over the top of the defence. Phil Eden's off again. He's scored 2 tries this evening, looking for a hat-trick. But well tackled that time by Ramshaw. Lazenby again to Price. Fifth tackle. Nigel Bell's lost possession there. Johnny Lyons working a move there with Scott Wilson. Wilson well tackled by Lulu. I will give Wakefield Trinity the credit here. They've never eased off in defence, even when they had that big lead of 26-4. They've stuck to the task, given nothing away, ensured that the 2 points would be coming home. Kevin Dick now to Paul Medley, who lost possession there. There's a bit of trouble going on. Been a bit of feeling in this contest all evening, actually. Nothing that's got out of hand, but we've seen 1 or 2 flare-ups. Possibly the frustration of the Halifax side getting the better of them. John Lyons to Luluai. $27 points to 4 then for Trinity. Less than 2 minutes of official time remaining, plus injury time, of course. Not too much of that. As Lazenby comes forward now, gets a pass away, but Gary Price couldn't hold it. And again, Halifax, frustration getting the better of them there in that tackle. This win will certainly set Trinity up for the finale to the season. They go to Bradford, of course, on Tuesday at Odsal, and next Sunday they play Cup finalist St Helens here at Bellevue before they finish off the season with another clash with Halifax at Thrum Hall. But they'll certainly go into those games with excellent heart after this victory. 27 points to 4 the lead, and certainly Halifax have never looked like scoring a second try, as Bob Grogan has possession. He's tackled by James Luluai. Lyons. He's done very little against his former club. And it's Ramshaw now to Dickinson. John Lyons out to Grogan. Grogan gets Anderson into his stride, but Andy Wilson, good tackle there from the Trinity winger, who was moved into the centre. Mick Taylor. Almost time here at Bellevue. Kevin Dick with a hopeful kick rather than one that's been well directed. Kevin Harcombe takes it well. Under pressure. Took a knock in the fielding of that ball. James Lulwai. Tackle that time by Roy Dickinson. Very little time remaining. James Lulwai in possession then. Interception here for Halifax. It's Paul Medley. Paul Medley, we've seen little of him all evening, but he's scored a try right at the death here for Halifax. Well, that was surely the only way they were going to score. And that's his first try actually for Halifax since he moved from Leeds. But it means very little in this contest because it means that all it means is that the deficit is less. 27 points to 8 now for Trinity, and a great chance for Steve Smith to further reduce that deficit, but really it's academic. It's a consolation try in every sense of the word for Halifax as Smith does kick the goal. 27 points to 10.
The score that Castleford has finished a draw.
Wakefield Trinity.
Still 10 seconds to play extra time and heading lead.
But really Trinity have been convincing winners, and that scoreline just looks a little bit better from a Halifax point of view. Late try there for Paul Medley, an interception. We're into the second minute of injury time. Kevin Dick gives Colin Atkinson the ball to run out. And the winger, well tackled as the final hooter sounds. Comprehensive victory for Wakefield Trinity indeed, and a disastrous night from a Halifax point of view, but 16-4 to Trinity at half-time. Fox, Mark Conway and Nigel Bell scoring the tries, 2 goals from Kevin Harcombe against a try from Steve Smith. Then 2 for Eden tries within 3 minutes of the restart. But the issue beyond doubt, Harcombe kicked a goal, added a drop goal before Paul Medley scored that late consolation try, goal by Steve Smith. 27 points to 10 for Trinity.